Hello everyone, welcome to ALF News with the Alpha as to the house. Hundreds of IPB students were involved in online loans of up to 100,000 rupees when they were terrorized by debt collectors who kept on collecting them. The victims reported the problem to the Bogor police. Tempted by the sweet promise of millions rupees in return, many Itaewon students fall into the scam of online loans. Itaewon students join the communicate and like funds, and the perpetrators are looking for ways to get funds while at the same time making a profit, namely by participating in projects. These online investment scams start when students were invited to develop an online store along with a 10% profit for each product sold through all online application. When the students were finally satisfied, some of 162 students who claimed to be involved in online loans report them to the police. Itaewon University lecturers are trying to gather information about students involved in the case itself. So far, IPB lecturers have asked students to immediately contact IPB to get information and legal assistance. As for the next step, IPB will make efforts to increase financial literacy for students. The Bogor police arrested the perpetrators with the letter S and collected evidence such as passport books, laptops, and ATM cards. For reports that have been handled by the Bogor police, the total loss has reached 1,600,000,000 rupiah. Now, the police are investigating to find other perpetrators who started this online scam. Move to the next news. South Korea, where the death total now tops 160 in the crowds of people who were out celebrating Halloween. Many of the victims suffocated in narrow alleyways. Today, families rushed to the community centers anxious for news about their loved one, and we've learned at least 2 Americans are among the dead, including a student from the University of Kentucky ABCs. In Seoul tonight was started as a joyous Halloween street festival, ending with a scream. The terrified crowd surges off the image of the first responders desperately trying to revive dozens of victims. Officials estimate more than 100,000 revelers packed the streets of the Itaewon neighborhood famed for this nightlife. Official saying that at least 163 of them are dead tonight, 37 more in critical condition. The revelers were coming by the thousand from each side down below here and from both sides up above. This alley is just 14 feet wide. There is nowhere for anyone to go. American journalist story was right in the middle of the crash, according what ultimately became one of the deadliest crowd crashes in decades. They just saw in front of them those mass of people running and pushing and screaming and panicking. Young people are being carried to the ground, shoes missing from their seemingly lifeless bodies. It was nearly an hour before first responders were able to wade in at around 11 p.m. and the emergency service arrived, and they just pulling bodies out, just dumping them on the street. Rosa resources performing CPR on some of fallen. For many, it was too late. The deceased many did in their costume, but in those blue body bags lining the street upon hearing the tragic news, relative collapsing on the ground.